When in your life you react to things, reaction comes from one thing only. Either you do not trust yourself or you do not trust the situation. Reaction is not a constituent idealistic situation with the human. It is the animal in us which makes us to react. The normal reaction in an animal is run or attack. It works both ways. Run and attack you do not do in a performance, but you do in a mental game. That's why life in the Western world has become a mental life. It's not realistic. A plays game, B answers it, B plays a game, C answers it, C plays a game, A answers it. So all it works interrelated triangles. But if you look at it, you get tired of games, games get tired of you. Because nothing is nursing, it's not nurturing. Humans' games are most non-nurturing to human mentality. Human mind and human soul and human being wants to be elevated. This is how simple it is. There is a God somewhere, wherever. You came down here to live, right? You want to go back home. Everybody wants to go back home. You go to work, you want to come home. You go to a party, you want to come home. That's your basic nature. Because that's the nature of the soul in you. She wants to go home. That's real. But when you play games, you detain that faculty of time and faculty of the time which can be used to give ourselves our ultimate strength and our reality is wasted in these games. And mind is usurped by your own creative negativity. It's not your real way of life. You know, after all these years practicing all kind of spirituality, you know what I can say today? You want to hear that? Listen to this. I feel, that's my opinion, I don't want anybody to participate with this. But I think I have the privilege to say, you have the privilege to hear, just participate that way. I feel we are very innocent, extremely religious, and highly intuitive as born. We are trained wrong, misdirected, confused, and taught to play games between truth and lie. And finally, we end up making our own traumas and our own miseries, which we create, and our own relationship which we are non-realistic. Do you know when you fall in love with something, you are in love and it's a real love, you can't even admit it? Do you know that? And then you admit that you are in love, you can't honor it. You need an invitation to come and see somebody you love. Do you know how limited you are? For an unlimited faculty, which is love, it's the funniest human thing is, for an unlimited faculty, which is love, you want to find a way to express it. Aren't you the biggest neurotic fools ever born on the kingdom of God? You think you can express love? एक कड़ी न मिलते ता कल युग होता. Oh my Lord, if I do not see you for one kadi half, 31 minutes, something like that, ta kal yug hota. The life becomes a mechanical hell. Hunkad mriye turapito pavantad. When I will see you, my Lord? When, where, why? Moy rain na aave, neend na vihaave. Neither night comes to me, neither sleep comes to me. Those 4 letters of Guru Arjan Dev, if you cannot understand, none of you can understand love. The most loving letter ever a human consciousness can write, from love to love, are those 4 letters. They are so pure, so powerful, that Guru like Guru Ram Das, after receiving the 3 letters, asked him to write the 4th letter and gave him the Guruship. There was no big test. Not that somebody was to construct the place. No, nothing. 3 letters came. He wrote first. Guru Ram Das thought that Guru Arjan Dev, who was Arjan Mal, is required to go to Lahore, and Prithi Chand, the elder brother, is making all mischief and making him miserable. So they said, you go to Lahore to attend this thing and only come when I call. Orders were there to obey, so he obeyed the orders. Wrote 1 letter, which Prithi Chand kept. But letter was so beautiful, he didn't destroy it. He wrote the 2nd letter. He kept it. He told the Sikh, look, this letter you give in the hands of the Guru. I'm telling you the love which I know. I'm not telling you the love which you know. Well, your love may be better and most modern, and really it has a better Japanese chip in it, so it can work better. I mean, God bless you. That's not my way of looking at love. He said, Guru Sikh, give this letter in the hand of the Guru. Somehow, Prithi Chand said, did you bring letter? He said, which letter, sir? Didn't I give you 2 before? Prithi Chand said, oh, yeah, okay. And then he slipped the letter to Guru's hands. Guru read it. But there was Ank 3, number 10. Read it, called Prithi Chand. Prithi Chand, there are 2 more letters before. Where are they? No, sir. No letters. Huh? I don't know. You know, American, he was very American. Very good. I don't know. No, which letter? No letters. No. I don't know what you're saying that, It's all right. It's all right. Sit down. Read this letter to me. Meanwhile, told another Sikh, go and take his long coat, and there are 2 letters there, get them out. So letters were brought. The Prithi Chand, these are from you. My mind, I put it there, forgot it. Sorry, it was just a genuine mistake, no big deal. Message was sent to Lahore, come. When Arjan Mal came, Guru Ram Das said, these 3 letters are love letters. Now complete them. Wrote the 4th. Uthi Bekali. Paag hoya gur sant malaya, prabh nasi karme paya, sev kari palchasana vishna. Raj jiyo, haan koli jiyo, kol kumay, sache gurdar paya. Uthi, right now. Uthi likh deta. Guru Ram Das vardta inu. Grace, these 4 letters have a grace. Whoever shall sing them, read them, and be with them shall never be deprived of the love. A grace, these 4 letters have that grace. Love shall come to you exalted. So exalted, the Arjan Mal became Guru Arjan Dev. Devan Dev, Mehma Mahan, Kalana Kal, Akal Sank. Uthi karta. Guruship dete. This is the power of those 4 letters. Those who are interested in love and love stories and talk a lot about love, sometimes study those letters. We have a special reward which will give you as a nation at Summer Sasset in a very handsome cash prize, not not ordinary thing. But we like to honor that too, into the essential essence. Whosoever write, they critique and they comment on those 4 letters. They are known as Shabd Zahare, they are the first 4 letters. And try anybody who is in love and has an experience of love, and if the writings will be enough and worthwhile, we'll print it in a book. As a distribution. We're not backing off from that. And whosoever will spend time will be very proud of it. Will really wants to use your talent, your intelligence, your technique, your way of writing, write it psychologically, write it the mystique of love, give any shape and form you want to give to express yourself. But what is love? You know what love is. I'm telling you what love is. So let us see if we can have a stirred up feeling of love in our being. In the center of the spine, people say Sushmana is an abstract which does not exist in body. And some said in the spine there's a little nerve which nobody can see, is a surgical nerve which you cannot cut out. Or I don't know, there are 200 opinions. Some say it is just a creative feeling, impulse within the spine. If that's failing, the people who got this much stainless steel, iron rod, what happens to them? Their Sushmana goes away. If Sushmana goes away, you can't live a minute. So basically, I'm not agreeing with all these bookish yogis, I call them. You know, my name is YB Yogi Bhajan and I call them BYs, opposite of me. They are bookish yogis. They make any sense. They don't know what Kundalini is, what it's all about. And when I came to America, it was very difficult for me even to say it what Kundalini is. It's not very bright to say what Kundalini is, because a lot of people, Theosophical Society, put so much literature out in warning against Kundalini Yoga that it was not, because they thought this is so sacred, or it should be only touched by far in between by somebody there. Actually, what Kundalini is, the purity of the pranic center which makes you live, is the energy on which your Idda and Pingala, parasympathetic and sympathetic and nervous system work. So it is actually between the difference between your finite capacity and your infinity. Whatever the journey has to be traveled, it is that energy which makes you to do that. But anyway, today we are talking of thing which is called ecstasy of the Kundalini, love. Not your love, please forgive me for that. Your love has love and hatred mixed. Love has no judgment. Remember the qualities of love. Love has no judgment because it's blind, it doesn't see. It hears nothing but love because it is nad. It doesn't see. What you see, it doesn't see. It is that light in your eyes which see through your eyes. It's not what you see. It's not. It's the sound. And love talks ecstasy. Love doesn't talk expression. Love has no impact. You talk to make love, to make impact. Love has no impact. Because word of a lover can arouse a dead beloved. So it has no jurisdiction. It has infinity. But after all, I have the right to make you feel what love is, and you have the right to ask, what then love is? What are you talking about? When you are in love, you fly a kite together. You know, I take from Los Angeles Times those cartoon, love is when you love that was that day very funny, when you love the Italian dish, still eat the Chinese. What it was trying to say is that Simran told me, I'm trying to find that thing about love. What is your love, this little thing you had on love?
Love is not a guarantee of happiness.
Love is not a guarantee of happiness. So, I mean, they can say anything they want under the name of love. But the word love up over is enough to attract you. It's a very magnetic thing. Today, we are trying to create the neuron reaction into the subconscious memory and motor area, and we are asking to stimulate thalamus to create the love syndrome in the medulla brain, some little part of the brain. And we are also trying to cross on the frontal area the circulatory gray matter so that you can see that huge multiple universe, what we call as love. Okay? It's 7 o'clock. I have the power to share with you 45 minutes, and let us count time from now.
No.
Look at this. Look at this. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to sit. You're going to work. So let's... Well, just now I came from a doctor, and my secretary gave him a report that I'm working too much. No, not much, but I feel good. Anyway, I told him I feel very happy, but he said, well, don't try to make fun of me. You are still under my jurisdiction. So I said, yes, sir. You know, I just calmly slipped out. And he dictated a letter to Dr. Saram where he say, I have reprimanded Yogi Ji for overworking. I hope he won't do it. And he's going to receive that letter. So, I mean, my doctors are totally not in agreement. You know what they want? They want me to sit, meditate, and be calm. And that's what I'm going to do. Well, either your praise should heal me very fast, or they are going to make a statue out of me. Just work it out the either way. Okay? Let us do. Now, this is a Krishna dance. Krishna is the biggest lover. Sit down and see what movements you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Don't worry, see what happens. 1. Now try to hate yourself. In few minutes you will fall in love. Well, people say love is not physical. Let us see how physical it is not. Just do it right. The hand should be just like that. It will induce in you, in your brain, what is called love. Watch out. Don't just do it in a very rhythmic way. Oh, there are always some black sheeps. It must be Surya. This corner you have to ignore. Correct. Now close your eyes. straighten out your spine. These are the people who are in love. Come on, come on. If everybody who says he's in love are made to say 2.5 hours of this exercise, you girls have to say something to the lovers. At a certain stage, your physical situation will change. We've done it for 4 minutes only. Don't cheat. You want to see what love is? We'll take you there. Keep spine straight. Play that tape. Which have 5 beats, which one you can think? No, I'm going to play the tape because they're going too fast. No journey is going to be fast. You are going to play it right. Come on, play it. Just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. So, wait. Just you understand. It won't work the way you work. It is a motor system which have to create the neurons in the medulla. It is not something you are thinking is just a joke. Watch this, my hands. First my hand, watch this. This hand, they are in a very relaxed position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. It won't change. It must meet in the center, not won't work. It has to have a system. And if you just follow the system, you will follow the experience. If you follow the experience, what I want is not love. Love is the basic grit with which you can combat death, negativity, attack, enemy. It's a vibratory effect. I want you to experience it. I have nothing today. I can come, give a talk, go away, good class, thank you very much, you have already paid, what is the problem? That's not the idea. Idea these days, in my last days, I want to share with you the experience so you can keep it in your heart. That will carry you. Man does not live by wealth. Wealth is a mean. Friendship is a strength, that's a mean. Environments is softness. Actually, the life is based on the courage which comes out of the experience. It is that experience inner voice which comes out along with the experience, which will carry you through all odd times. Nobody in the world is powerful enough not to fall apart. Accept your own inner experience. That won't let you fall apart. Okay? Understand now? Come on, let's do it. Put your hands here, straight, solid. From here you go towards the right and then to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Solid. Don't worry. Very good. You are 2 beat off. Keep up. Now please sing.
Just
Take your hands please up, lock them, and move in voluntary conditions, but keep on moving and concentrate on third eye. From the base of your spine, keep the body straight. Create your own rhythm. Move like a pendulum, create a rhythm. Move by your own rhythm, create your own harmony. Dance like a tree top. Imagine you are a redwood tree and tossing your head, the whole body, from the base vertebra to all the way. You will be using the fourth vertebra mainly, the center of love. Sing.
Thank you.
Focus on the heart center, please. Meditate deeply and very, very intelligently sing the saying song, Rakhe Rakhan Har Vap Varian, but in a voice which is not to exercise any power, but just flow. Just in very positive flow. Close your eyes, meditate on third eye, sing in the chest, rib cage. Inhale deep. Now please create a balance. This is your Gyan Mudra, and you have to go hand like this, and this Gyan Mudra you go like this. And see, the hands are absolutely cross-wired, angle to angle. Pardon? Right, this is right. That's why I put the kada on that side. This is right, this is left. Exactly. And you are going to stretch it absolutely. And your chest out, chin in, and your eyes closed, and try to meditate. Absolute, the most best meditation can you do today, just get into that posture. No bent in the arms, no bent in the elbows, nothing, no wrist somewhere else, just steady, angle up and angle down, perfect. Play the new tape. Breathe long and deep from the navel, long and deep, conscious breathing they call it, and see what energy does to you.
He was born a child of the eastern sky, son of the Himalayas, in the north wind blowing by. He played the heartstrings like a war, he played them like a piece. He gave us all our dharma, he gave us our release. One man, one city, sing Sahib Ji. One man,
like one sun in the sky,
one man,
like one moon flying by,
one man made many, many standing by. One man, the city sings Sahib Ji. He has come across the shining sea, came with empty pockets and a timeless golden key. Unlock the Dharma in our hearts, He lit it with His light. A fire in the summer sky, a fire in the night. One man, one city sings Sabji. One man,
Like one chance.
Bear the pain with me, don't worry.
one man,
Like one husband, one wife.
one man made loving, loving out of strife. One man, the city sings Sabji. It's a lucky man who knows his life. It's a wise one knows his love. It's a true one knows his destiny. It's the strong who rise above. It's a lucky woman who runs a race that the foolish never tries. It's a lucky child who understands that Khalsa never dies. One life,
To live as Khalsa Ji.
one life.
To see what Khalsa sees.
One man made many, many standing by. One man, the city sings side.
Alter the hands, please.
We were born as children
Born as children
of the western sky, waiting for our destiny to kiss our fate goodbye. God sent a teacher like a fist, He sent one like a glove. We gave Him all our karma, we gave Him all our love. One man, one city sings Sabji. One man,
Like one step at the start.
one man,
Like one love in our heart.
one man made Khalsa. No one can tear him apart. One man, one man, one man, one man. The city sings Sabji.
Inhale deep. Stretch the hands. Change the angle. Exhale. Inhale deep. Stretch and change the angle. Exhale and change the angle. Inhale again. Stretch. Hold the breath. Exhale, change the angle, stretch. Inhale deep. Relax. I don't want to introduce myself to you. This is called Shiv Krishna Kriya. It has the capacity. You can practice it at home at your own. It has the capacity to bring in you the power which neither I can describe nor you can understand. But by its experience you'll know what it does to you. It's a simple thing. We have finished it in almost 30, we are just 2.5 minutes above. Normally we should finish it in 31 minutes, and that was my intention was. But however, it's not a matter of how you feel now, it's a question of how you feel from 1 week now. That's how these little things, little helps, very physical, concentrated with the breath, with our own psyche, can create in us a tremendous burst of the sun, which is responsible for the life on the earth. They call sun flares. Sun flare is proportionate energy discharges which is responsible for the magnetic vibrations. You know, sometimes you can't talk on a walkie-talkie, it's all gone, and sometimes it's so accurate you think it's loud and clear. This is controlled by the sun flares, and scientists even today do not know what it's all about. They have a guesswork. No, what is happening in the sun and the sun flares, same thing happens in the neuron in the brain. It is controlled by that. And there's a very old process, through the process of the Shiv-Karan Kriyas, with which you can totally revitalize your energy and be above this. So it's not something we don't know. Simply we have not practiced. So I'm just trying to get with you in a few minutes on a weekly basis to see what we can do. I have a situation. I'm not a candidate for blocked arteries, but it happened. Oh, I have to recognize that fact it happened, right? And luckily, your prayers were very strong, and I end up with an angioplasty and didn't go through all that superior process, they call it, superior procedure. That means they cut your chest out, put your heart on the table, and take certain arteries out of your chest and bypass it. So I was left with my original. But in that experience, I went through this chelation, they call it. God, you get your hydrochloric acid for 4 hours through your veins. I mean, you just learn it. It's just like slow being boiled on an electric stove. It's a very funny experience. I can't even describe it. Every day, twice a week. I finished that. And everything is fine. But the idea which is not sitting home with me is that I have served so many years a great man who gave me great knowledge. I might have taken a long time to see whether you are prepared or not, but I'm not willing to carry it with me. I want to share, and just a thought came to me, why not to teach it as much as I can, put it on the videotape, and somebody who will have the sense to make something out of it, why not leave it for the youngs tomorrow? So I'm just using you as a cooperation, not that I'm very interested. Meanwhile, in the way you can get some advantage out of it, fine. But that's why I like this Dharam Singh business, because I want him to understand that he should not tape it out of focus and should not spoil these tapes, and take care of this whole thing and work out in this sense. Tomorrow he'll be responsible to the coming generations, and they'll ask, what did he teach? What did you tape? Show us. And he may not say, just like I said to me, I have lost the tape, I do not know where it is. And then I said, go find it. And then he came out with it, yeah, here it is. So, but I'm trying to explain that we want to leave with us this whole experience which we have in our life, which gives us just a little higher situation to live for. And we want to totally qualify ourselves for our coming generations so they can have it. And they should have it as a science. My saying do not suit with the religious people. I say, which is that truth which cannot be explained, cannot be spoken, cannot be said. Some people don't agree with it, fine, I mean, they can have their own idea. Mystic. Mystic what? Mystery is the clouds. Lightning is the enlightening, and the rain comes, that is called the growth. We all grow through the mystic experience. Experience which we cannot explain. It's very beautiful. And I just want to share with you, not me, but that hidden beauty in me which belongs to you. I know you have problems, whether you want to drink a cold water and hot water, whether you want avian water or spring water or arrowhead, and you have a lot of time to waste on Question and drink the water, quench the thirst and keep going. That's life. When life has no questions, it shall have all answers. Are you with me? You won't find this thing in a book. No. It sits with me for years and years and years. And that's what my master said to me one day. He said, "Oh, hey, boy, come. I said, "What? Sir?" He said, "Thought has come." I said, "All right, I'm ready." I said, "No, I don't want to tell you." My God, you called me and... I said, "What's wrong with me in that?" He said, "You said you're ready. That's it? Then I have now to test whether you're ready or not." I said, I just feel I'm ready. He said, "All right, you see that building? Go and stand on the top of it." It was difficult. Well, anyway, I made it up there. I stood there, and then he said, then he said, so I came down. He said, "You heard what I said?" I said, "Not a bit." You said something and I don't know what you said. He said that you are not ready, right? I said, "You sent me up there on the top of that building. I stood on the corner. You even spoke and your own lips did not hear it. And now you're telling me, did you hear it?" He said, "But why did you question?" "I was going to tell you anyway. Why you said I'm ready? You invoked the thought of examination." I said, "Oh God, there's no way to win. It's such a no-win situation." I said, "What is it?" He said, "Spoke it. Find it." I said, "You said life which has no question has all the answers." He said, "What? Is that life which has no questions?" I said, "That's what I think you said." He said, "Where you got that idea?" I said, "Well, you sent me up there and you didn't speak, and whatever you spoke, I had to go up that 6 stories through all that Hankulu ways just to understand, not to question, and to find the answer, because I invoked the inspection." He said, "That's true." And I say, "All right." And then he walks away. I say, "Wait till I come." And 3 days later he appears and says, "How are you doing?" But you can say, it's a fun. I found out in that tree, in every diversion of the branch, there's a natural cup of water, which that tree oozes at night. But if you are late in the morning, it disappears. So every night you can have water. And the leaves of the tree, if you eat the frontal half, that side where that leaf meets, is sweet. But God, beyond half your tooth touches, is so bitter. It has 2 tastes. And you can live on the half leaf and you can drink that water. The most difficult thing which I faced was how to poop. That I didn't, I was very shy. I'm a Virgo, I couldn't know what to do. But when emergency arose, I found out a way too. I just went to the dense area and let it go. And 3 days. And then I found out if I can go a little lower bottom, there is a lot of bigger water and I can clean myself. And I used those branches and took the leaves and make them kind of brush and did myself very well. And I never knew it is a therapy, it is a medicine. That tree and its leaves are used for that reason. And later on I explained to him how I survived, and he said, "You're very healthy, good, come down, let's go." And on the way I said, "What was this for?" He said, "If I ever told you to do this, you would not have done it. You would ask somebody else to bring the tree, to make the paste of it, and there's a fun to see you doing it." I said, "Well, where you were seeing it?" He said, "Well, we were around." I said, I thought you were gone." He said, No, we were not gone. I said, what was the problem? The problem was you're a very deep sleeper. If you would have slept, fallen down, it would have been a problem. We wanted to watch you ashore. I said, no way. I slept very well. He said, how? I said, I weaved my legs and I let myself loose. That's sleep. That way you don't fall. He said, you mean in that hook you put your neck? I said, sure, otherwise, at night you sleep, you know where you come down? He said, well, first lesson of survival. Because you must put your neck in the split of the branches, so if you turn left and right, the branch wakes you up. Otherwise your body can slip. And then you understand why God provided two legs. Had it been a one leg, there was no way. There was no way. So your body is very accommodating to an environment sometime, and it does serve a purpose. And fantastic, I realize in that, each limb is a very awake part. And first time I learned what Ang Sang Vaheguru means. With each limb, God lives. You realize that you are a total body, but it's not true. Each limb has a different capacity, different workability, and different sensitivity. What your skull can do, your feet can't. So just don't think that you're just one little statue and you can work it all out. But these experiences are not, cannot be taught in the modern technology where you sit in a car and you sit in a car and you sit in a car for everything. So if you have to learn ikankar, you got to go into the nature. Everything cannot be taught in the car. The Japanese are making a car which will have all the food supplies and everything you need in life in the trunk. And with the press of the button it can come. And it can drive you as you compute the program. All you have to do is sit on a computer, compute it and put it on. It will carry itself through. They call it car of the modern century. It'll be in a position you don't need a bridge for it. If there's no bridge, it will go through the water as it should be, and it will change itself into a boat. It will go on the road, it will get on the road like that. Simply, it won't fly. It can catch a balance seat of 150 miles an hour. It will have sensor to protect you. It will have a steel. If it ever meet an accident and there is a dent, you put hot water or steam to it, it will only reshape itself to exact natural. It's called flowering steel. So man is not going to end with what we have today. It's always going to be obsolete. But one thing, man is trying to waste all his energy into one thing, that is not to enjoy in itself the beauty and joy of it. Too much facility, too much paraphernalia makes us to forget about ourselves. That's very difficult these days to remember. That's why you come here, first of all, just to understand that you are you to begin and you are to you to end. We just wanted to induce this love feeling through physical action. How you feel now? Tonight, go out and try to fight with your best friend. No, I'm just asking. Try to be rude if you can. Some of you take very pride, you're very obnoxious, you're very negative, or some of you are that type, they are PhD in obnoxiousness. But try it after this. You won't be in a position to do it. That's how powerful mental and physical exercise, when connected with your awakened soul, they can create such a personality in you that nothing can beat it up. I hope you'll keep up the good work you're doing. You keep yourself together and you're seen together. And you'll pick up the responsibilities of tomorrow as you have done yesterday. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you, God Satnam. I do not know how many of you are going to come to the summer sastras. I'm not yet fully planned how we are going to teach summer sastras, but this time we are going to teach summer sastras you have never learned before. And we'll make it much more the worth than you think worth is. Take care. Satnam.
Satnam, the serious things I was requested.